Hello, I'm CBS 11 meteorologist Jeff Ray, live out here on our Saturday windy morning. Yeah, it's been very windy. The wind's starting to turn to the west now. Here at Storm Chaser, we have had a maximum wind gust just over 24 miles an hour just in the last 20 minutes as the wind's kicking up, cold front coming through, and big changes on the way. Let me show you a live shot. This is from the studio here looking into Fort Worth. 72 degrees, winds out of the west now at 20, gusting up to 26 miles an hour, so a very strong wind in play. It's ahead of this cold front. Now, you have probably noticed the very humid air in place over the last several days, especially yesterday when it got up into the mid-80s on Friday. But this cold front that's getting ready to come through North Texas is going to bring in some very dry fall air. So those dew points, are an indication of how much moisture in the air, are going to plummet and be down into the 40s. I'm not talking about the temperature, I'm talking about how dry the air is, and that is going to make a fall feel to the air as we get through the afternoon. It also sets us up for some cold weather because the temperatures will be dropping this afternoon, and by tomorrow morning we're going to have a frosty start with temperatures around 40 degrees in the Metroplex, but just everywhere else it seems outside of the metro area temperatures will drop into the mid-30s. Patchy frost will be around as we start our Sunday morning. So this is your weekend forecast. This afternoon these temperatures will continue to drop. Remember, we were looking at current temperatures this morning around 70. They're going to be around 63 by afternoon, all the way down to 41 by Sunday morning. Yes, from 85 Friday afternoon to 41 Sunday morning, a drop of over 40 degrees. And by Sunday afternoon, with sunshine and much less wind, we're going to have a high about 62 degrees. The wind is going to be a problem here across the day. As you can see, this wind advisory out from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's because we expect gusts getting up to 40 miles an hour. So strong south winds ahead of the front, then very powerful north winds behind it. The wind should peak in the early afternoon hours, start to die down towards the end of the day somewhat. Of course, those dying of the winds will allow the temperatures to really drop as we go through the night, making for that cold morning. So, yeah, let's just talk real quick about what had happened yesterday, mid-80s, within 2 degrees of a record high. And this is a correction course the weather's doing for us. Just as we're rolling into the holiday, these highs are going to be in the 60s all the way into Thanksgiving. About that Thanksgiving Day forecast as we all gather, well, we're expecting a high of 66 degrees, was just about perfect where it is for time of November. The average high this time of year is 65. Very pleasant weather. We'll have a south wind. We'll have plenty of sunshine. How lucky we are to have such a great Thanksgiving Day, something to be thankful for. Temperatures in the 60s for highs, some chilly mornings ahead of us. That's another cold front that comes through late Tuesday, so Wednesday will be a chilly day. Highs will likely stay in the 50s all day with some clouds, especially early on, and then those clouds clear. We'll have a cold morning on Thanksgiving, but highs should reach into the 60s. On Friday, around 70 degrees as everyone goes out then to go shopping. Coming out here live here in the fields of East Fort Worth, the wind still a big factor out here, and this is going to be a course of the day with the wind advisory in effect till 5 p.m. Thank you for joining us, and we'll update you again on the weather later this evening with Annalise Parks at 6 o'clock, and then again at 10. See you then.